gotta be in this video because she's going back to school.
She's going back to school in her polka dot dress.
It's fashion. Thanks. Okay.
Hi guys! So for today's video, I am super excited because I am doing a back to school video. Zoe is going back to school in her polka dot dress. Aren't you, little honey? Aren't you? She has soulless little eyes. She's so cute. So just like the title says, I'm going to be doing healthy back to school, or really meals for lunch or whatever, but healthy back to school meals. Now, I'm going to be doing 5 different meals today, and it's really cool because I actually bought this thing from our local grocery store. Let me see if I can bring it over. Okay, this isn't being very successful, but it's this really cool Rubbermaid Tupperware set, and it's made specifically to fit in lunch boxes, and it's so cute, and I honestly think little sets like this make eating your packed lunch that much more fun. So it's a very exciting time. So today's video is a collab with Saray, or Crazy Ray Ray. I have collabed with Saray before. I absolutely love her. She is so cute. She has such a big personality, and I love her videos. She did the same video too over on her channel. You're gonna have to go check her out. If you don't already know who Crazy Ray Ray is, I love her. So yeah, I'm excited.
Are you excited, Zoe? Oh my gosh, her tongue is out.
Should we keep her tongue out? Let's see. Keep that tongue out, little Zoe. Keep that. Aww. Well, that was a fail. That was a fail, little. I just realized I'm extremely yellow. Hopefully that's not annoying. Yawn. All right, let's jump in. Okay, so for this first meal, the main course is going to be a Veggie BLT. So I am starting by cutting up my tomato. I love tomatoes, by the way, side note. Moving those to the side, and then I'm pulling out the rest of my veggies. Lettuce, cilantro. By the way, this is kind of a different BLT, but yeah. So I already cooked my veggie bacon. I use Morningstar bacon, and now I'm putting it on my sandwich. Then I'm taking some soy cheese, or really any cheese you want, putting it on the sandwich, and then I put it in the broiler or the microwave to kind of melt the cheese. Then I'm putting some pepperoncinis on the side. I forgot about those. And then I'm putting my toppings on the sandwich. So I start with cilantro because it kind of sticks to the melted cheese a little bit better. And then I add my pepperoncinis. I love pepperoncinis, so yummy. And then my lettuce. So it's all kind of stacking, it's a little wonky. And I do all these first because then I lay the tomatoes, and it kind of helps keep everything down. I don't know if any of this really makes sense, but that is my rhyme and reason to building a sandwich. Then I take the other slice of bread, put some mayonnaise or veganese or something like that, spread it on the sandwich, and set it on top. Ooh. Then I cut the sandwich in half, and I place it in my Tupperware. Looks pretty yummy, huh? It's so good. This is one of my favorite meals in general. Then on one of the side trays, I'm packing some salad. I like the mixed greens like this. They say it tends to be a little healthier, and honestly, I just like the taste. And then I'm taking some cherry heirloom tomatoes, cutting them in half, and putting them in the salad like so. Then I'm taking one of the smaller containers, putting some raspberries and some pomegranate seeds. I buy these at Trader Joe's. They're just already pulled out of the pomegranate. And just add a little sweetness to my meal. Then I'm taking some balsamic vinaigrette, putting that in the other container, and you have one complete school lunch. Yay! So the next thing that we're going to be making is a veggie pasta salad. Now really, you can add any veggies that you want to this, anything that you like, anything you don't like, take it out, but I am just using this random array of vegetables that I happen to like. So I am starting with yellow butternut squash, I think that's what it's called, and I'm just kind of chopping them up into little cubes almost. Now I chopped up too much squash at first, but that's okay. So I'm not going to chop up as much zucchini, but I'm kind of slicing it into circles, and then I am cutting it into cubes again. So I'm chopping up all my veggies, then I'm taking some red onion. Like I said, any vegetables, any onions, any whatever, any mixture of vegetables that you like is perfectly fine in this. There's really not a recipe, this is just what I like. Tomatoes are by far my favorite vegetable, so of course I'm adding them to the mix. So I'm taking the same heirloom cherry tomatoes and I'm cutting them up, just cutting them in half, and if the halves are too big, then I'm cutting the halves in half as well. Then I'm pulling some cilantro to the side and just kind of cutting that up into smaller pieces so they're not just the cilantro leaves, and that's what I'm doing right there. All right, so I already made some pasta. This is actually brown rice, gluten-free pasta from Trader Joe's, but I already cooked that, put that in the bowl, and now I'm adding in all of my veggies, or at least what I think is a good amount, and then I'm taking some balsamic vinaigrette, that same dressing, and I'm tossing it in there. I'm just kind of mixing it in the bowl. And after I mix that up really nice, I'm scooping that into the main Tupperware. Dude, this is so good. Okay, so moving on to the side dish, I am taking some zucchini and I'm just gonna be doing, you know how people do like carrot sticks and hummus? Well, I'm going to be doing zucchini strips and hummus, really just veggie strips. So I'm gonna cut up some zucchini and then I'm gonna cut up some butternut squash, and they're just gonna be like vegetable sticks to dip with hummus. Take any hummus you like. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love this hummus. This is what I had sitting around. I'm using that. And then on the side, some of you may find this weird, but if you're a pickle lover like me or Snooki, I'm bringing pickles. So I just took some pickles, cut them in half. Bubby's pickles are amazing. And now we have another meal. This is a good meal. So you guys know how obsessed I am with Mexican food, so of course I had to include a Mexican dish. Now, these are the bean and cheese, what are they called, taquitos from Trader Joe's. So I just cooked them, cut them in half, and put them in the Tupperware, and then I'm gonna be bringing some chips and salsa. So I stacked the chips in this little Tupperware. You can do it in a bag, obviously, but in the Tupperware, they maintain their shape. Then I'm using this Mrs. Renfro salsa, super, super good, putting that in a little side container, and then throwing some dark chocolate nutty bites, whatever, from Trader Joe's, and there's a quick other meal. So one cool thing to do if you're packing lunches for the week is to make a lot of like pasta or rice, because you can use it for lots of things. And so for this dish, I obviously just added pasta sauce, and it's Italian food on the go. That arrabbiata sauce is so good, by the way. Then I'm using just cheese and crackers. Both of these things are from Trader Joe's. And I'm just stacking some cheese in the little container with some crackers, and it's super easy, great snack, and it's good with Italian. Then I took a cookie and I cut it in half, and I'm putting that in the other little side container. So it's just a good amount of like sweet for the meal. Putting the top on. And then last but not least, I'm taking champagne grapes. Grapes I feel like are really good with Italian food, and these are just super cute and super yummy in general. All right, so this meal came by request from Daniel, and it was funny because as I was making it, Shayna actually suggested it too, and I was like, dude, Dan requested that. So I took a bagel, toasted the bagel half, and I'm putting pasta sauce on the top of the bagel, spreading it around evenly, and we're basically going to be making like a giant bagel bite. So I spread the sauce around the top, like so. This is more of that arrabbiata. It's so good. It's a little spicy. And then I'm taking some of my soy cheese and just kind of ripping the soy cheese up and putting it over the top of the bagel, filling it up, popping it in the broiler. Oh, just kidding, not yet. We're gonna chop some tomatoes on it first, because I love tomatoes. Spreading them around, and then putting some basil leaves on top as well. We have a basil plant, and it's so yummy to put on food. Popping that in the broiler, letting it cook for like a couple minutes, and then when I take it out, this is what you have. So, so good. I highly recommend this, even if you're not going to school with it. All right, so on the side, I'm bringing more salad, putting some dressing on the side. But first, I'm gonna take these Annie's cheddar squares, super good, a yummy snack, and better for you than Cheez-Its. And now I'm adding the dressing on the side.
Look at her, just keeps on getting better with her hand in mine. So we're walking by the shore. I've got something to say, but words can't describe the way that I feel when I look in her eyes.